putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging on one of my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Getting, yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got lots on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn off. Pop up, go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo!
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Garoppolo's 49ers.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
In motion right, Garcon. Again, it's Hyde. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run. Able to pick up something there, being physical running the football. But I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being revitalized.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. We got 3. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now look at 56. Let's go. Green 39.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Garoppolo. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Over. Leopard.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. Powering his way forward. They get 25 yards out of that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now a 1st down following that long gain. In motion right, Garcon. A toss play. This is high. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They put Selleck, the tight end, in motion here. They run it again with Hyde. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here again is McKinnon, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Flushed out, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got Got some real estate inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, 45 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And his kick is right through. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Switching things over, San Francisco taking over on offense here in just a second. And you and I discussed earlier when Jimmy Garoppolo became the starter, what a turnaround it was for San Fran at the end of the year. 1-10 in the first 11 weeks, 5-0 after that. Some momentum to take into the offseason.
And beat some teams that are acknowledged as good teams in the league, including the NFC West champion Los Angeles Rams down the stretch. So that was a big deal for them. Highest scoring offense in the NFL last 4 weeks of the season. But I loved last year's draft because they got good play from those guys. Solomon Thomas in the first round. Reuben Foster in the first round, the linebacker. Trent Taylor, wide receiver. And Akello Witherspoon, cornerback. Some building blocks as they move forward.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Caught left side, Garcon. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG? And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He finds his running back, Hyde. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. In motion right, Garcon. They pitch it out to Hyde. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And Selleck here, left side. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In motion right, Garcon. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Room to run inside the 40. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards on the ground. A final shot before the break. Keenum. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So an agile move, but not a big gain. Down right near the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They run once more with McKinnon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Got a man, it's right. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Diggs going in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. Fighting his way through contact. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards on the ground. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now McKinnon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Green 39.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Set. Green 39. Over. Watch it, here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And Forbath will put this one through, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They come out here in the eye. McKinnon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And some big-time hitting going on there.